Well, today in Tom's Test Kitchen, I'm going to make salsa. It's tomato season. I got tomatoes coming out the ears. Look at these. Look how beautiful and red they are. What better thing to do than to make salsa? And I've got some jalapenos from my garden as well. So, got some lime. Got to have some lime juice. I wish my limes were this big, but the limes that I grow, they're the key limes. They're real small. And I've got an onion. I'm only going to use half that. And I got some fresh cilantro, some salt, of course, and some fresh ground black pepper. I love black pepper in my salsa. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plank grill or smoke these tomatoes, the jalapenos, and the onions on the grill. So let's get these prepped and ready and get them out there on the grill. Okay, now I'm going to put these tomatoes and the jalapenos and the onion on this plank. Put them like this so they don't roll around. So I don't fit it all on there. I soaked the plank for about 30 minutes in water. Then I put the smooth side down just to kind of sterilize, burn off it if there's any bacteria or anything. Anybody that's done planks before, used planks before, they know the drill. To tell you the truth, I'm really starting to get into these planks. I used planks for my pastrami burger that I submitted for Greg over at Ballistic Barbecue's burger contest, and I tell you, I'm sold on plank grilling for burgers. So tonight I'm going to do burgers, and I found these. I am really psyched to try these out. These are oak plants. Planks, not plants, oak plants. I guess it is a plant. Oak planks. So got some burgers coming up tonight. I'm going to make some salsa here. We'll see how this goes. I'm thinking it should be pretty good. Okay, these babies are done. Let's see if I can get this off without squishing them. Bring them in, let them cool down enough to where I can handle them, peel that skin off. Those jalapenos are nicely toasted. Nice onion. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, let's take this in. Well, the tomatoes and the jalapenos and onion have cooled down enough to where I can handle them, so I'm just going to peel off the skin of these tomatoes. I guess you could leave it on if you wanted, but I prefer to peel them. It's easy enough. And then I want to just cut them, just a rough chop, and cut out the core. So I don't want the tomato core in my salsa. I'm just going to do a rough chop, and these tomatoes are so perfect. Nice and red, juicy, ripe. I literally picked them off the vine like 2 days ago. They've been sitting here. There's a bunch more up there in the basket. Like I said, they're coming out my ears. And I got some of the jalapenos from my backyard. So I'm just gonna remove the skin. I'm just gonna put these seeds and all, because they're kind of small, so I don't think they're gonna be really that spicy. So once again, just a rough chop with the jalapeno. I'm gonna add all of them. There's 5 jalapenos altogether, so I'm gonna do another rough chop with the onions. Boy, that smoked onion, it smells so good. So I'm just gonna add the onion. Everything goes into the mini food processor. So let me get this prepped and show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, the onions and the tomatoes and the jalapenos are in the food processor, so let's add our cilantro. I'm just going to take out some of these really heavy stems. I'm not going to remove all the stems because this is all going to be processed in the food processor, so yeah, no big deal. So just give that a rough chop so that it'll fit. I love cilantro. I love the smell. I love the flavor. That's, I don't know, maybe a quarter cup. So just add that. Now we're going to add the juice of 1 lime. And this was a pretty big lime. And I was looking for limes one day in the grocery store, and I was, there was an older woman who was looking at limes, and she was looking at them a lot differently than I was, and she said, and I said, oh, I'm looking for the bigger ones because they have more juice, and she says, no, you need to look for the ones that have the smooth surface. She said, the ones with the smooth surface have the most juice. So now when I go look for limes, I look for the smooth surface, just like a real smooth, not a bunch of dimples. And she's right, there's a lot of juice in those limes. Okay, let's get ready to process this. Okay, everything's in the food processor, so let's just add some salt. We're going to go with a teaspoon, so that's a half a teaspoon. There's another half a teaspoon of kosher salt. That should be sufficient. And a few grounds of fresh black pepper. If you don't like black pepper, don't add it, but I really like the flavor of black pepper in salsa, so I'm going to add a bunch of it. So let's just process this, pulse it a couple times, get everything mixed, and then let her go. And once again, I'm making the salsa that I like. It's a thinner, it's not chunky, and this is just the salsa that I love. Yeah, it looks good. It's the right texture. It looks like it's going to be perfect. You see that? That's perfect. It's great for tacos, and it's good for dips. Tastes about right. Salt level, pepper, everything. Don't need to add anything more, except maybe a little bit more heat. Heat. What can I do for heat? I know. I got some homemade jalapeno powder that I made before. I dehydrated some jalapenos, ground them up into a nice powder. So let's just add a few sprinkles of that. I love this stuff. You can just add heat to anything, and it has an incredible flavor. So let's just pulse that, get it mixed in, give it a taste. Yep, that's perfect. If you want it hotter, add some more of the jalapeno powder. That's good stuff. Okay, let's put this into a jar and then refrigerate it, let it chill, let all those flavors mingle. And put this in the refrigerator. And then join me for a very special Salsa Saturday. This is Saturday, yes. So we're going to do a Salsa Saturday with some of my homemade salsa. Can't wait. Stay tuned.